One of the first postulates that you learn is that 2 points determine a line. So if I put a point on my paper and I call it point A, and I put another point on my paper and I call it point B, then I have a unique distance between points A and B. And I can find this unique distance by drawing with a straight edge. Notice I'm not measuring. I'm just using a straight edge to connect point A to point B. And the postulate that you need to learn for this is that 2 points determine a line. Now I went past that, so I'm going to erase it because I want you to see that I went from endpoint A to endpoint B. Now, if I want to make a copy of that line, if I want to measure it, what I really want to do is I want to construct a segment using my compass and my straight edge that will be congruent to that segment. In other words, it will have the same exact length. So the first thing that I will do is that's a line segment. A line segment has endpoints. Now I'm going to just draw a line. And I indicate that I have drawn a line by putting arrows on the end of my line to show you that it goes on infinitely. And I'm going to choose some point on this line, and I'm going to call it point D. Just anywhere on this line, I'm going to put a point, and I'm going to label this point D. Now, normally when we name points, we name them with capital printed letters. When we name lines, we name them with lowercase cursive letters. So this is line L, and I have placed point D on line L. And I want to take my compass, and I want to construct a segment congruent to the segment that we already have, that you see here on this page. Now, you have already read how to use your compass, I hope. I'm going to take out the compass, and I'm going to open my compass, and I'm going to put the point on point A. And when I put the point on point A, I'm opening my compass. As you can see, I'm opening up my compass length to about what I think is the measure of AB. May not be exactly, we'll see. But I'm going to put my point on A. And by the way, if you don't have something under your paper, it would help you to put something under your paper as you're doing this. Now what I'm doing is I'm using this compass to measure. That's not out to be yet. I have to keep getting it wider, a little bit wider, until my pencil point touches B. Notice I cut a little arc through B. I can pick up the compass, put the point on D, place the compass on D, and move the compass so the pencil makes an arc that intercepts the line. And now I'm going to call this point E. This becomes point E. Now, if I have measured accurately, line segment AB is the same length as line segment DE. So I'm going to, now I have a new point. This point is point E. One of the ways that we mark that two segments are congruent is we use little tick marks to show that these two are congruent. The way we would write that is line segment AB, put the little bar over it to show it's a line segment, is congruent, this is the congruent symbol, to line segment DE. And so we have constructed a line segment. Now, if you will look in your textbook on page 17, this construction is written out for you there, and it suggests that you take line segment TR and construct a line segment MN that is congruent to line segment TR.